Hello. As promised, Plan Our World Consulting wanted to provide additional and new videos on guidance for going global. There continues to be a great deal of discussion among professional societies and trade associations about going international, and rightly so. This is the first in a series of 5 brief videos addressing some of the pragmatic practicalities of going international. The first topic today is what type of people do you seek to work with internationally? And I want to divide that into 3 areas of discussion. So this first video will be just about 3 minutes long for you. I would say in a phrase, seek visionaries. Well, the people that you work with, people who share the same vision that you do for the organization. Very important. And there's 3 aspects. There's no foolproof way to find the right people, but there are a couple of things to keep in mind which should be of help to you. One is make sure they understand the goals of the organization in going global and that they agree with that vision of bringing people together internationally to share information. Secondly, they should share the same similar human values as you do. It helps to overcome culture and language barriers, and normally speaking a word of their language, being courteous and sincere, goes a long way in establishing and recognizing those mutual human values that you may share. And thirdly, with those people, make sure you provide enough autonomy for them. Good ideas come from everywhere in the world today. And we need to keep in mind that if we are working with colleagues internationally, we want to encourage their good thinking and good ideas and give them a voice that they warrant in the organization. A second aspect of finding the right people to work with is not only defining the goals of the organization and coming to agreement with people with that, but also ensuring that their expectations are similar to yours. As an American organization looking to go international, most organizations look for growth in membership and revenue, look for the pursuit of their organization's strategic goals on a global level. But as important as those things are, there's an in-country perspective that is often overlooked and is one of the keys to a successful relationship and your organization being successful internationally. So it's very important, and I encourage you to sit down with whomever you choose to work with in other countries to make sure you appreciate and understand what their expectations are. And given those expectations, I would also encourage you to always keep in mind the points of leverage of your organization going global, outside of some of the legal ramifications and the protection of intellectual property. Maintain the leverage of authority at the same time as you're providing autonomy for your colleagues internationally. One simple way to do that is maintaining the trademark of your organization's name and approving the use of it by your colleagues in other countries. And lastly, a third thing about working with people in other countries that is often overlooked, and that's just fundamental communications. Today, electronic and telephonic communications gives us a great opportunity to stay more in touch with one another than we've ever had the opportunity to be able to before. And I'd encourage you to take advantage of that, whether it's via Skype, a very inexpensive, very personal way to communicate telephonically and visually internationally, or whether it's a conference call with groups globally, which is a very inexpensive monthly or periodic call and routine that you might want to observe to stay in touch and continue to define and agree upon goals and expectations. And by the way, as an aside, if you're dealing with a conference call with people from literally around the world, you're probably going to be doing it sometime between 6:30 and 7 a.m. start Eastern Standard Time to accommodate your colleagues in the Far East. But electronically utilize your website, your internet, and any of the numerous softwares and communications vehicles that are available today so that you can maintain constant contact with your colleagues around the world to solicit their input, to provide guidance, and to find and enhance a better working relationship. This would be comments on the first of 5 videos on some of the pragmatic realities of going international and how to better assure success. Thank you very much.